Inheritance tax. Gift now or lose 40% to HMRC. If that's not headline attention grabbing, I don't know what is. Let's face it, inheritance tax is only getting worse, and we can see this by the receipts that HMRC have benefited from in recent times. IHT receipts in 2023, 7.1 billion. 2025-26 tax year, 9.1 billion estimated. 2029-30 tax year, they're expecting it to be 14 billion, nearly double what it was in 2023. What the heck is going on? Well, it doesn't take long to understand why. Inheritance tax rates have not gone up significantly enough. Inflation is going up, and that means that any growth is going to be subject to tax. Pension is going to be subject to your estate from 2027. Gifts not done. That's the problem. If you're not making gifts, and I'm just talking about £10,000 worth of gifts here, you will face an IHT liability of £4,000. Well, your loved ones will. So is it better to gift your assets now before you pass away, or just leave it to HMRC and leave them in your will? I'm not sure that's the clever or sensible approach at all. Gifting does. Gifts with reservation, you do need to be aware of this. You can't just say, hey, here's my house, I'll write it in paper, but then I'll live in the home. That's a gift with reservation, and it will be pulled back into your estate and still subject to inheritance tax. I have seen that done a lot of times. People think they're doing the right thing and actually doing nothing at all. If you're looking for more resources, feel free to download these ebooks. The first one is talking about growing your investments in a tax efficient structure. And the second ebook is talking about legacy and succession planning with inheritance tax in mind. Download them both, use the QR codes. The links will also be in the description box below. So some of the things that you can think about with gifts. If you survive for 7 years, depending on the previous gifts that you've already made, but if you've made no gifts, then keep living for 7 years, and that will no longer be part of your estate, and 0% tax will be ensued. Now, just because you may think, well, I might not live for 7 years, it's still worth doing, because some of those assets will be benefit from tapering relief, a reduction in the amount of IHT that those gifts will be subject to. So it's worth doing that anyway. So do think about making gifts, even if you feel, well, hey, I'm not sure how my health is going to hang on for. Don't worry, still make that gift if you can. Be careful of capital gains tax. Now, you might have a great help from an IFA or a tax specialist saying, well, yes, make your gifts, but then they don't tell you about capital gains tax. So if your asset is generating you an income, such as stock, shares, property, then those kind of things could be subject to capital gains tax. And you need to outweigh the benefit of paying less inheritance tax, but paying capital gains tax during your lifetime. Document the gift. Ensure it's not pulled back into the estate. I mean, again, I've seen this happen whereby gifts are made, but they don't really have proper records done, or land registries not transferred into the trust name or indeed the person's name. Same with stocks and shares. It's on some written piece of paper that they both agreed to, but then that paper is also lost. Means that that transfer never took place. So make sure that you document it correctly and save it electronically as well as a paper document with your solicitor preferably. Care with gift with reservation rules. Again, I want to bring this up because if you gift your home, you have to pay a market rent for staying in that property. If you have a painting, which is a recent court case, and that piece of art is sitting in your house and you're benefiting from that piece of art, not paying any commercial rent for that art, then again, it's a gift with reservation. So be careful with that. Make sure you plan ahead before you make that gift and put everything in place that you should. Hopefully that's been useful. My name is Simon Misiewicz. I am a UK investment tax specialist. There is our website. Make sure that you book a call with us using that QR code. And if you haven't got your will done yet, use that QR code just right there. All the links will be in the description box below.